Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of Gunpla TV. We're on episode number 319.
19.
Welcome back,
Quite
Dave.
good. Yo.
Yo.
Finally got this done.
Okay, so
I didn't say anything about that last time, but...
Right. I think we previewed it before the hobby show,
yeah, we did. And then I kept losing bits.
Well, I mean, I have something else before the hobby show. I still haven't finished as well.
So that's...
it just happens.
Okay, so that's Karina Mikaduki, and I'll explain about her later.
But, sounds great.
We've got a lot of new shit.
We did. So, actually, some of the stuff may have come in earlier, and just last week we had so much to show off that some of it got held off.
Well,
but we actually
came in yesterday. These two.
So those two actually, those are like very brand new.
Yeah, we saw them at the Shizuoka Hobby Show.
Show.
Apparently, this has been previewed 2 years ago, and it's been taking ages.
It's taken a while to get them up
there.
there.
So ARIEL and this one, I do not know.
Okay.
It's like chitocerium.
That looks interesting.
Yeah.
One interesting thing about this kit in the black box is we've seen the MODEROID line before. So this green box, ARIEL, is from the MODEROID line. So that was Good Smile Company's first like plastic scaled model kit line. But this black model is also a model that you're going to put together yourself. But it's not one of the MODEROID lines. No. So Good Smile kind of, I wonder...
First one in that series.
If it's a new line, maybe Good Smile's going to have two different model lines now?
Yeah, I looked at the manuals.
They might have done a couple of their models like long before.
The manuals are exactly the same style. You know that type of 3D color effect. It's different to Bandai, but it looks quite easy to build.
I like she comes with her own like carrying case.
Yeah.
You can just cram her inside the box when you're done with it.
Right. Anyway, so that's that. And then let's get to your stuff.
All right, so we got new Gundam items that also just came out this week. First up is, now this one's kind of been on the site. It feels like it's been on the site for a while, and it's just taken a little while for it to actually come out. It's the new Destiny Gundam in a nice HG brand new kit. So that one's going to be exciting to look at. I don't know, I just kind of love HG kits. They're just more relaxing to build.
Right.
And also, although it's not an HG kit, it kind of builds together like an HG kit. We've got the Vigna Ghina II. So we had the original Vigna Ghina. I think this might actually be the first time in the RE100 line where we've had a second regular release of a kit that's like kind of been already released before.
And it wasn't that long ago, was it? Really?
It was not that long ago. So I kind of
raking in that money.
Just raking in that money. Oh, it's kind of cool to get different variants without having to go like a online special limited edition release. So that's cool. I'm gonna build this guy for sure too. And we also had another SD cross silhouette kit that came in. I think it wasn't this week, but it was the week before, or the week before that even. Gundam the Ground Type. So these are really exciting kits. I love the inner frames. They're fun to build. They're quick to build, which is always great. And speaking of the SD cross silhouette stuff, we have the cross silhouette booster. So I'm kind of curious, what is the deal with this booster? It looks
optional
like
parts.
Some optional parts for the cross silhouette line make it much better. So I'm going to put this together. And I think I might, when I put this together, I might use it on this kit if possible, so I can show off two at the same time.
Right.
And then we also have...
This is actually like the coolest thing ever, like just the effects and stuff.
The effect parts, it seems like it's been a while since we ever covered the effect parts. Some of the smaller stuff comes in, we just don't have the time to do it, or what we're going to do. I think we did like a campaign recently, well, not too recently, but where we gave away some... I think those effect parts, though, that was for the figure lineup.
Okay.
So it's a bit different. Maybe. So this one is from Bandai's Hobby division, and if you can see here on the back, this is actually a model kit that you're going to be able to build and put together yourself. So we got some kind of cool looking colors.
Really does look awesome.
Like fluorescent green, yellow, and the pink too.
We'll have to show that off with these guys.
Right, so we can put this together and we can try and show it off with the girl figures, maybe with the Vigna Ghina or the little cross silhouette. We can do whatever you want, so Gunpla is freedom. All right. You ready to take a look at the kit you have built?
Yeah, Karina, let's go. Okay, so here we have the LBCS Achilles Karina Mikaduki, and she is from Kotobukiya. So this is from the Armored Girls Soukou Musume. That's Armored Girls, and it was a gacha game for the PC from, and that was 2017 to 18. and it's made by DDM Games with level 5. But
Level 5, okay, they're famous.
So yeah, this actually is one of their main characters in that game. So 155mm tall, comes with 4 face parts. I've got one of them on.
4 face parts.
Yeah, so they always give you around about 4 when they're doing these things. Well, Kotobukiya does anyway.
Okay, nicely painted.
Yeah, you have the option of doing your own as well with the.
Oh, they do the blink face?
Yeah, well, that's the weird thing.
Face.
No blank face, so I don't know how you'd put it on top.
Okay, well, you probably have
point?
to strip off the eyes.
Yeah, well, I don't see the point if they're already on there, but.
Right, well, some people out there want to get creative, I guess.
Anyway, and then 4 hand parts, gripping right, left, open, blah, blah, blah. Weapon holding as well. Weapon gripping right, all that goodness. I've got
weapon gripping left?
Yeah, I've got the gripping ones on at the moment.
Okay.
And put her in this type of
pose
here.
She's got a grip on things.
Yeah. And not much else. This different hair color for the back.
Is it really a different hair color?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. You can see there's a red. Okay,
red
so you got a choice of red hair or blonde.
Blonde, and she has a cape. So I'm going to just leave that on there the whole time.
We had a cape. Too bad we couldn't have had this one on when we did the crossbone, because it would have been a double cape episode.
Well, this one's got no holes in it, so it's a bit better. Maybe it would block more.
Well, you could cut some in if you really wanted, but
right.
I like the way it looks right now. How is that cape holding its shape? Is it?
It's got wire on the edge.
Okay, so there's a wire on the edge of the bottom only, or on the sides as well?
Nothing on the bottom. It's actually only on the sides.
Oh, okay. So
you can see the little frame here.
Because even though that is cloth, I notice it really holds its shape well. So it just made me think there's something extra in it. That's a nice feature.
Yeah,
I have to say.
One weapon, only the one.
Only the one, but even though it is only one, I gotta say that is
quite big.
A nice looking weapon. I love the sharp points on that.
Yeah, it's quite cool to put together. It's like 4 different bits that type of sandwich in. Obviously, it's Kotobukiya kit, so the joints when you're holding the hand and stuff can be very finicky to put together.
Okay, finicky, but it looks like it's doing a good job of actually holding and keeping the stuff.
I'm trying not to move it around too much, but you've got your basic joints here and here.
Okay, double joint?
Yeah, so she's got a good range of motion with her legs, at least, and obviously her feet also move.
The ankle there, okay.
Yeah, and normal joints up here. But the thing is, it's very loose fitting. So these bits, I don't know if that was intended, because in the pictures they're always up like that, but they tend to. Okay,
is there any way you can maybe squeeze it together a bit?
Yeah,
harder?
Probably a bit more, but I just don't want to move it around too much because it's going to fall apart. And you've got, flexible skirt down here, which allows a better range of motion. So these 2 bits and go up and down. This is fixed and this is fixed. Hair moves. Face just you need to pull off the front bangs to change it. And the stand it comes with is very simple.
It looks quite basic, but it's the same type of thing we've seen with other frame arm grills.
Yeah, I mean, just goes into a hole there, so you wouldn't be able to use a Figma stand. Whoops.
Well, you might be able to if you have an adapter for that. Kind of hole.
Like for instance over here.
Okay.
I actually use the Figma stand on this one because it's just sturdier.
It's got a bit of extra joint to it. This one has no joints to it. It's just
it's
straight stick.
Yeah, and so the only way you can motion it is this bit at the bottom right here.
Just one like a ball stick up the rear there.
Yes, I'm afraid so. So I'm going to keep her with this face for the moment. Maybe we'll change it out in a bit.
Well, what's going on with that neck joint? I just noticed when I rotate it around that neck joint looks kind of interesting.
It's let me get it in. Let me get it in shot.
Take off that shield there.
Yeah, it's rather big, right?
It is quite big.
It doesn't come with this paint that I did at the top here.
Okay.
You have to add that yourself.
So that normally was a sticker, or you just did it? No, there was no sticker for that?
No stickers. I believe that the only things that come with this is the replacement eyes. Okay. Yeah. So apparently in the game, they've got like a real-time battle strategy, and when they get damaged, their armor falls off and stuff.
Okay,
and so they get more revealing and things like that.
All right. So does this keep that tradition?
No. Unfortunately, all the armor is part of the body itself, so you wouldn't be able to take any of that off. You can take off. You don't have to have her with the shield all the time, but
Right.
I think she looks quite cool with it. She
Blocking her
can't
face.
see her face. I do find, however, that this has a tendency to type of fall down.
Which one?
This, it will keep doing that.
Okay. Well.
But I mean, I have actually glued a few bits on this, so these bits are notorious for coming off.
Knee guards.
Knee guard. So that's glued on because it was getting annoying. I glued this bit on as well. That's all glued together. Some of the feet parts are glued on. Okay. The ankle guards. I would recommend doing that because otherwise they keep moving around and it's fucking annoying. Yeah, that's about it. It looks quite cool. I think for a Kotobukiya kit, you know, they can be finicky, but the end result's quite good. It took quite a while to put together, though. About 5 hours, I'd say.
About 5 hours, okay.
Yeah, because
a lot of time painting that shield.
No, that wasn't too long.
Posing the cape.
Cape took, that's a really hard part. Actually, it's like a pin that goes into the back here. So
is it actually like a metal pin or
no
plastic? And there's like a little hole on the cape that you can put it through. Okay,
exactly. You got it. Anyway, that's it. The Armored Girls Karina
Mikaduki. Okay,
she's a bit shy. So.
That looks like a cool kit. It really makes me want like the Night Gundam. We never got an actual kit of the Night Gundam. Well, just in like the little SD size kits, but not in the HG or Master Grade. Right. This just makes me want a Night Gundam even more.
Cool. That about does it.
Thanks, Dave.
No problem. And, well, to be honest, this stuff is probably not going to be on the next episode, right? Because we've still got that other one.
Another one, right?
Yeah.
The one you showed, was it last week?
Yeah, last week.
Okay.
So we'll do that.
Your June is going to be busy.
Yes. I mean, I don't think I can do 2 in 1 week just because it's... Yeah. Basically, I don't do it... I mean, I always do it the night before, basically, just cramming it out. But weekends are tough to build.
Right, you gotta...
Like, during the day.
During the day, and you're busy on the weekends. So
yeah.
That's understandable. Well...
Anyway.
1 a week is good enough. All right.
Right, let's get to questions. So, got 2 type of similar questions here, so read them out both at the same time. So we got Santo Fett, our winner from last week, says...
I believe so.
Love RG, Crossbones looks amazing. Was it finicky to put together?
All right, so we had another question related to the crossbone.
Sean Choi says, something that I'm curious about is how secure is the connection between the chest cavity and the core fighter? Also, how tall is this kit? All
right, so let's go with that last question first. So I still have my RG Crossbone Gundam here, and he's asking, how tall is this kit? So this is a really, really tiny RG kit, to be honest.
Yeah,
I have my tape measurer here. So if I was going to measure from the top of the V-fin to the bottom of the foot, that comes right in and right about 12 centimeters, 120 millimeters. So it's about 12 centimeters tall. If you were to measure from the top of the booster, the very top of the booster to the bottom, 14, maybe about 14 15, and a half, 15. So not a very big kit. And the other questions we have is, how secure is the connection between the chest cavity and the core fighter? So I showed that last week. The core fighter kind of is nestled into the back here, and it has a hole. It is actually, I have to say, it is a pretty secure connection. This thing is not going to be flying out on you. One thing that kind of aids in the connection of this little core booster, I think, is the fact that the
beam sabers, right?
The beam saber, the little beam saber handles, they actually have separate holes in the back, in the shoulder, that they plug into. So not only do you have the hole in the back for the nose of the core fighter, but you also have the 2 separate holes for the little beam sabers. So once all 3 of those things are plugged in correctly, then it is, I guess they did that so it doesn't
rotate, it keeps in one position.
It does indeed keep it in one position. Maybe it also keeps it kind of accurate to how it is in the manga as well. So that is pretty secure connection. All right, so, and was it finicky to put it together? So I've built quite a few of other real grade kits, and sometimes on some of the kits you get some like really finicky bits. You get problems with like some of the parts just being kind of small. And I have actually, of all the different lines of Gundam kits, I have to say the RG line is the one line that I've probably broken the most parts while building these kits, just because some of the parts can be quite fragile when you put them on. So
what do you do if you break a part? You just glue it back together? Well,
yeah, I think I have glued it back together, or we were in Japan, so we were able to get replacement parts if needed. Of course, that's a bit more difficult if you're overseas, and we're not able to provide like a replacement part. So
I mean, I'm the one that deals with that, and it's very difficult with Bandai.
It can be a bit tricky. So I have ability to get replacement parts. But back to the question about this kit being finicky to put together. I really thought this kit was quite easy. As far as real grade kits go, this one was quite easy to put together. There was nothing really finicky about it that I felt. Nothing I felt like, ooh, I gotta be careful, I'm gonna break this. And it went together in just one single night. It was not that difficult to put together. It's not like HG easy, but it still was not like terribly too difficult. So not a very finicky build at all. Maybe if I might actually recommend, if somebody was to ask like what would be the first real grade kit that I should put together, this would actually be not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. This would be a pretty good choice, I have to say. Cool. And he looks quite stellar once he is all put together, especially with the cape with the holes. A lot of people commented about that holy cape, so that is quite a cool feature.
Okay, what's the time for now?
All right, so I believe it is that time of the episode for the 2,000 yen HobbyLink Japan store credit giveaway. And this week, the lucky number is 34. 34, and their name is Beargaff.
Yeah.
Beargaff says, the smallest RG.
All three questions are the same as
12. Yeah, we got a lot of people commenting on the crossbone, so quite a popular kit, I have to say. Quite a popular kit. That's a good thing that this is a quite solid kit, too.
Yeah, of course.
Because especially with all the different variants we're going to end up with this thing, it's always great to have a nice, solid foundation. It's like an artist, you know. You got the easel, and you got to have a really nice easel to make a great painting. So this is a great base to create some wonderful masterpieces, I have to say. All right. So
that's about it.
That's it. And if you guys out there would also like to win 2,000 yen HobbyLink Japan store credit, all you need to do is
comment here, or comment on HobbyLink TV,
or now
comment on YouTube.
On YouTube as well. So leave comments on both. We kind of add them all together and run it through the randomizer, and
there we go. And we get one.
We end up with a winner.
So obviously like and subscribe and ring the bell, and we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Goodbye.